Guys, welcome back for another installment of Resource Management 2022, and this one is the guide for the Nexus, Cosmic, Mystic, and Isotope-8 Campaign. Yes, this one's loaded and full of good information. So let's get started. What is Resource Management? Well, it is my reason how useful a character is unlocking content and gaining sustainable resources. Game modes that factor in Resource Management: 1. Can they unlock legendary? Useful for monthly events. Best option, challenges the highest tier. Dark Dimension 5 efficient. Used in Doom raids, number of campaigns, and arena. And once again, this is not an exclusive free-to-play list. All characters are ranked no matter how you obtain them. How my guide works, I'm going to use the Heroes campaign once again if you guys caught my earlier videos to explain this one. So, this is your team that you start out with, and you get a brand new hero as Elsa Bloodstone in the calendar that is currently going on. Well, Elsa Bloodstone ranks 36, and what you want to do is always replace the character with the highest rating on the current team, which is Shield Operative. Replace Shield Operative, and your new team looks like this. Then, let's say you get Shang-Chi in an orb, Blitz Orb, Premium Orb, Mega Orb, doesn't really matter. You get him unlocked. Well, he ranks number 10 overall in the Heroes campaign, and you're trying to clear the Heroes campaign. What you want to do is, again, replace the character with the highest rating, which, if you haven't figured out by now, is Shield Medic, and then it'll make your final team look like this with Spider-Man OG, Shang-Chi, Luke Cage, Punisher, Elsa Bloodstone. And this is how my guide works to make sure that you are building characters with efficiency or very powerful stats that eliminate the need to spend a lot of extra resources that would otherwise be unnecessary. So let's begin with the Cosmic Campaign. Alright, Cosmic Campaign ranking order is Kestrel, Icarus, Cersei, Deathpool, Surfer, Gamora, Nebula, Adam Warlock, Hela, and Ebony Maw. Lots of powerful characters. You get anyone there in the top 6 probably, definitely. Don't hesitate, rank them up today. Round out your top 20, Falabelle, Moondragon, Thanos, Black Bolt, Minerva, Thor, Loki, T'Challa, Star-Lord, Mordo, and Invisible Woman. And then the rest of the remaining characters that have the Cosmic tag, ranking them out. Yeah, even through Bishop, I'd still recommend, and even Proxima Call, Corvus and Call, I wouldn't highly recommend it for this campaign. There is a campaign further in the Doom War chapters where you almost really need Black Order, so not very useful characters as far as clearing content, but unfortunately there's a choke point where you pretty much need them. And then I do rate Star-Lord and Rocket this far up, just mainly because you need to invest gear tier 15 into them to clear the No Way heist. So if you're going to invest that far, at least at this point level, you'll be able to clear the content with that much investment. All right, there's the remaining, and let's wrap up the last few. As you guys can see there, really, once it hits around Kree or Krath area, that's when they pretty much get skippable. Even though you need to invest in the Kree minions to unlock Nick Fury, but they shouldn't really need a ton of investment to get Nick Fury unlocked, just stars. Next up, Nexus Campaign. Well, Icarus and Cersei, Doom, Deathpool, Surfer, Cloak, Dagger, Hela, Adam Warlock, and Ebony Maw. Nice thing about the Cosmic Campaign is that there's quite a few that do cross over for the Mystic Campaign, so resources not wasted. Top 20, Thanos, Mordo, Thor, Dr. Voodoo, Morbius, Ghost Rider, Elsa, Loki, America Chavez, and White Tiger. And the remaining characters rank out like this. Not as many Mystic characters in the game as you may think there is, and even though as of recording this video, next patch is not in the game yet, and we are getting 4 more Mystic characters as part of the next patch, so I may need to add a slide to this one after the next patch. So you can see there, any important notes? No, not really. Oh yeah, Scarlet Witch, as of recording this video, I am now aware of what her reworks are. I made this slide before I did. I do think this character moves up a little bit as she loses any mentions of any team in her kit, so her kit works no matter which team she's on. So she's a little bit more plug and play friendly, so I would move her up, but I'm not sure if I move her up into the top 20. I'll have to wait to see probably by the end of next patch where all that moves. Next up, Isotope-8 Campaign, which takes all global characters, and I really should have added that there because that's not quite obvious. Isotope-8, any global character can be used, and this is one I believe unlocks level 55, and this is the campaign. Once you unlock it, you need to stop what you're doing and invest in characters to clear this campaign as fast as you possibly can. You want these ISOs badly. A lot of older content in this game was built before ISOs is in the game. So by getting ISOs unlocked, getting ISOs on the characters that you're going to use for campaigns, challenges, really helps clear that content at a much faster pace than people like myself did before ISOs was ever in the game. This is a cheat code to unlocking content at a very fast pace. ISO 8, it can definitely save you some investment too, like Relic Hunt event when you need hand characters. I couldn't, even though I had my 7 stars on my hand characters, I still couldn't clear that. I just put ISO into my hand characters, I think up to level 3, and wouldn't you know, I cleared the highest tier. Not a single extra training mat, not an extra single gold spent to do so, just ISO. So it's very, very important for older content. So ranking order starts with Doom to Captain Sam, Maria Hill, Sharon Carter, Jubilee, Mega Red, Lady Deathstrike, Beast, Phoenix, and Ghost. And here I do want to add an important note. In previous videos, I have said, don't bring Phoenix without Beast, and that is still true. But you're also going to want 3 other Uncanny X-Men on that team. There are quite a few Uncanny X-Men in the game, way more than 5. So you want to, if you're going to do the Phoenix thing and you have Phoenix unlocked to do this, which at this point you probably won't at level 55, but let's say you do, definitely make sure if you're running this, you bring in 3 extra Uncanny X-Men, and they're going to need some investment. So maybe it may be something you want to avoid, but you can make that decision for yourself. Ranking out the top 20, Zemo, Emma, Dr. Voodoo, Shuri, X-23, which is an Uncanny X-Men, by the way. Kitty Pryde, Falcon, Nick Fury, Kate Bishop, and Iceman finish at your top 20. And then characters from there, and there's quite a bit. Global has, out of City, Global, Cosmic, Global has the most characters, so there's going to be a lot here. I'll just add in some important notes. Sabretooth, Wolverine, good reworks. Once again, Wolverine, Uncanny X-Men. You guys see where I'm going here. Sinister, a character that's definitely lost a lot of value in the last year. Still good, has his little niche, just losing some value. And then you see Colossus on the list, and I think blank that brings you to 5 Uncanny X-Men at that point. So if you're gonna rank up any Uncanny X-Men, that's your 5. Before I move on to after 39, Winter Soldier once again ranked up a little further than he should be just because of investment. So if you're planning on ranking up Winter Soldier, he's going to need to take quite a few investment, but it won't go to complete waste because you need him at gear tier 14 to unlock that legendary he's required for. 40 through 58, this is where they start to taper off. Now I did have Scarlet Witch's rework information by the time I made this slide, so you can see this is where I appropriately rank Scarlet Witch currently in the game. Once again, I may reevaluate, but not a whole lot of changes. A few stat changes. I don't know how meta that makes her, but she did lose any reference to any team, so it does make her more plug and play friendly. And getting near the bottom, 59 through 77, and this is where the characters really start to fall off, like badly. I would say they fall off after Elena, but some people might include AIM. I don't really include AIM. You have enough Uncanny X-Men by now. You don't really need Storm or Psylocke. That's your discretion if you want to. And just more characters that if you can avoid in this game, please do so. And now let's move into the chapters where you need to be above level 70 to enter. Nexus Campaign, Chapter 8, Nodes 4 through 6 takes Kree, Guardians, Asgardians. Unfortunately, the one character got released last year that beefs any of these categories up. That's Fa Lavelle. Definitely number 1. Number 2, Gamora. You can easily grab Gamora at this point, so yeah, definitely do so. Followed by Hela, Minerva, Thor, Loki, Captain Marvel, Heimdall, Sif, Star-Lord. Once again, Star-Lord ranks up a little higher than maybe he should, just because of the fact he needs a lot of investment to do the one game mode that he's viable for. And at that investment, he would clear this campaign. Once again, ISO is your friend in this campaign, guys. Nexus Campaign, round out to the top 20. Yeah, when Kree Oracle's number 20, you know there's not a whole lot of characters that can be used here. I'm not even going to say them. You can see them. There's only 2 left with Kree Ryguard and Kree Cyborg. And then finally, Nexus Campaign, Chapter 8, Nodes 7 through 9. Your path to finally farming Thanos. Even though he's not really that relevant anymore. He has one good use and that's it. He doesn't even have a Dark Order tag. Anyways, this takes S.H.I.E.L.D., X-Men, and Brotherhood. So naturally, if you can get the Astonishing X-Men 1 through 5, you'll just blow through this. You probably don't even really need that much ISO to do it with them. If you have them, I don't expect anyone to have Jubilee at this point. Unless you were able to do something really out of order or spend for Ghost or something like that. Like, I don't think it's Ghost the one locked. Yellow Jacket's the one that's locked. So there it is. But anyways, and if you can't get Jubilee, which then starts breaking down the Astonishing X-Men, you could look to do something a little different. I talked about Phoenix earlier in this video. Same thing applies. Magic is an Uncanny X-Men, just not a global one. And then going down to your bottom 20, X-23, again, an Uncanny X-Men, Magneto, Colossus, Yo-Yo, Wolverine, Sabretooth, Mystique, Hawkeye, Agent Coulson, and Captain America. And you can kind of tell by these characters, there's not a whole lot left, and not a whole lot of really good characters. And there's your very bottom. Once again, anything starting with shield security and down, if you can avoid them in this game, I highly recommend that you do so. And that will finish it up, the guide for the Nexus, Cosmic Mystic, and ISO-8 campaigns. And the Doom War chapters are already on this channel, so after here, so if you are following along and haven't seen those yet, those videos are already up on YouTube. Just go to the playlist, you'll see them. Now, I did rush these last couple campaign videos out as I'm trying to beat the new patch, and there are more resource management things I need to cover, such as challenges and so many other categories that I don't want to talk about quite yet. But I will need to evaluate all the new characters, plug them into resource management, do some shuffling before I continue this resource management series. So there might be a break of a week or so before the next resource management, but as soon as I can get it out, I will. But if you don't want to miss it, turn on the notification bell, and before you go, hit that thumbs up and that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.